Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I have another fun video for you all today. We decided to take a last minute family ski trip and I wanted to share with you a couple of tips and ideas I have which may help you out if you're also going to go road tripping or flying on an airplane with several young kids. Now that I have 4 kids, their ages 7, 4, 2, and 2 months, I've had to really put quite a bit of thought in terms of what I can bring with us that will keep them occupied and not drive us crazy in the process. So hopefully these tips will help you out. Of course, if you like these kind of videos, please leave it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me as I continue to try to grow this channel. So we're going to be taking a long road trip. It's probably going to take about 5 to 7 hours in total, I imagine, because we always have to make multiple stops along the way to get little snacks, potty breaks, what have you. So it's going to be essentially a whole day trip for us. In addition, I'm going to have to stop and feed our 2-month-old as well. So in order to keep the kids occupied while in the car, I have a couple of tips that I'd like to share with you that seem to work for us on previous trips. So the first is to make sure they're comfortable. So they're all still in car seats. The oldest is 7 years old and he's still in a booster seat. So especially in booster seats, when he takes naps or falls asleep, his neck really doesn't have much support. So last year I actually got them all neck pillows. So I got all of these on Amazon and I'll try to find them and link them below for you. These are the 3 neck pillows for my oldest children. My 7-year-old loves this Pusheen character. He heard about it at school, so it's a little cat, again just a fluffy neck pillow that they can use. My daughter has this little kitty cat one, and my 2-year-old son has his doggy. He loves dogs. So these are great for them to provide them support. They also love stuffed animals still at these ages, so it's a fun little travel companion. The next thing that I'd suggest is getting some type of travel tray for little kids. So here are a couple examples. This is one here for my daughter, and it's brightly colored. It has actually the slot here, which technically is designed to hold either a tablet or some other game. But here's a cup holder, which I think is essential for these type of tables if you're going to be using them in the car or on the airplane to hold their drinks. They also just put snacks in these little compartments as well, so their little goldfish crackers fit in there. And it's really handy and prevents spillage. Also, they can use this hard surface here to color on, which is also very convenient. It's nicely padded on the back here to sit on their lap. So the other version I have here is the one that I just picked up most recently for my older son, who didn't really want a lot of the kitty patterns anymore, just from Amazon. Again, a nice hard surface here. There's a cup holder. This one allows you to store some extra goodies on the bottom here. There's a little pocket to put some crayons or whatever you want in there. And we do stop quite a bit on the road to eat our meals through drive-thrus and whatnot, so we really use these trays a lot for them to eat off of, and definitely prevented a lot of spills for us. So of course, no travel with kids would be without some type of snack or food products. So here are some of our favorites. But again, you know, anything your kids like I think would be good to bring along that's portable. So of course these packets, really essentials in our household. They love these things. This is just one from Happy Squeeze. It's the Twist Organic Apple, Mango, and Kale with Chia. So I feel good about getting some of these healthy ingredients into them. And they also just love the taste. So these are good ones, but there's so many on the market you can try. We have just from Costco this new Back to Nature animal crackers, which we're going to bring with us. And then also the good old goldfish crackers, Mickey Mouse version. So my 2-year-old loves Mickey Mouse now. So he's going to love these. And I try to just get some fun new snacks for them and don't show it to them until we're actually on the road. So it's something fun for them to look forward to. And I try to space it out throughout the trip. So that's actually one of the most helpful tips that I heard about from one of my friends is when you're traveling with kids, you don't want to give them everything at the beginning, of course. So you want to space out either a snack or one of the toys or activities I'm about to show you throughout the trip. So for instance, I'll tell my kids, if you are good for 30 minutes, then we'll be able to have another treat or we can get another toy out of the bag. Those type of incentives really seem to work out for us when we go road tripping. So I bring along a huge bag of toys, activities, and just stuff for the kids. So I packed this really close to where I'm sitting in the car. This is just a huge bag from Henry Bendel, which I like because it's huge. It has a zipper closure, as you can see. It has a nice zip pocket in the back. And the lining is actually wipeable, which actually is essential for a bag like this because, of course, things are going to spill. So it's a nice wipeable lining. So I'll just kind of take you through some of the fun things that I found that I have in this bag. So when I do get home from a long trip, I tend to clean it out a little bit and reorganize it. But essentially, I leave most of the items in here continuously. And whenever I go on the next road trip or plane trip, we just take this along with us and shift out a couple of the items. So kids really recognize this bag as a travel bag, and they don't really try to get into it when we're not on the road. They kind of know better than that. So it's just kind of fun surprises for them only when we're traveling. The first thing I have here, which is a big box, is monkey foam. Here's what the box looks like. I found this on Amazon. And I wouldn't normally bring the big box, but I wanted to show you what it looks like. But there are fun colors here. So what this is play foam. They come in several different varieties, and it doesn't dry out. So I've had this for probably a year, and it's not dried out. It's moldable, so kind of like Play-Doh, except it doesn't stick to anything. So our kids love playing with modeling clay and Play-Doh. But of course, I'm not going to bring that on the road, especially in our car. So this is a great alternative. It doesn't stick to surfaces. It's fun colored. The kids just love this stuff, and it doesn't dry out. So this is something that I think is a fun activity, and they can, of course, use it on their little lap boards to play with. So the next thing I have in this bag is this reusable sticker pad from Melissa and Doug. So there are so many different varieties of this online. And this is the My Town one, so it has different scenes. And you can see this has been very well loved by my kids. They've kind of decorated it already. But it comes with sticker sheets. So there are a couple left on this one here. And you peel them off, and they're actually reusable. So the kids will go to the play scenes, put their stickers on wherever they want. But if they want to adjust it, it's easy to just pull them off like that, and they can put it somewhere else. And it's also fun for sticking around the car as well. So these actually will stick to your car windows, but they're not permanent, of course. So really fun activity for the kids that won't damage your car. And it's reusable as well, which is really cool. So again, I've had these particular books for well over a year now, and they're still going strong. There are a lot of fun varieties as well from Melissa and Doug. So something I really highly suggest. I'm actually a little tired of paying for regular stickers as well because they use them once and they're done, but this is reusable, which is really cool. The next things are these Crayola Color Wonder mess-free coloring books. So I have collected quite a bit of these over the years. They come with their own markers, and these have fun metallic details. Again, mess-free, so that's kind of the theme in what's in this bag. So the kids, you can see, have colored some of these, and what's nice about it is it comes with the special markers that only work on that particular paper. So these markers will not color your car seat or anything else besides this particular paper. Here are the special Color Wonder markers, and you can tell because they're labeled as such. So I just have a bunch of them in the plastic bag here, but that's a nice option for coloring. That's really mess-free. And I have more of the same in this pack here for my 2-year-old. The next thing in here is more coloring stuff, of course. So our kids love to color, as all kids I think do. So I found these huge chunky coloring pads at Target, and I've got one for each of the kids. So all their favorite characters here. It's nice to kind of keep all their coloring together. So here's just the blank paper, and you'll see that there are all little scribbles and other drawings on here. But it's nice to just have their own dedicated place to keep all of their coloring projects. So these have worked out really well for us. Again, I've had them for a while. There's tons of paper in here, so they last a really long time. And that way your kids aren't always asking you for extra pieces of paper like mine often do. So along with those coloring pads, of course you need markers, so I have tons of options here. We have some scented ones and some gel crayons with lots of colors. So again, I try to pick markers that are fun, really brightly colored, something a little different like scented ones, or something to kind of engage them a little more than what they have at home. So I have quite a few more Target finds here, which I think are really great for travel. So again, more mess-free coloring. So they had these at Target for $3, the dollar spot. And same idea as what I showed you before. There's a special marker that only colors on these papers. So these are very handy, and these are very portable. So I think they'd be great even just to keep in your purse for your kids just on a day-to-day basis. And then I have the play packs, which I just picked up at Target, but they have them on Amazon and elsewhere. There are so many varieties of these. And they come with their own little coloring sheets, stickers in this case, and some markers. So really handy travel ready packs of activities for the kids. So I just kind of keep these handy really wherever we go. I have this lacing shapes activity from Target. So it's just a little lace up cardboard piece here for my daughter. And then I also recently last year found these glow pads. Here's a dragon that my son drew. So as you can see, they're little pads that glow, and you press this button, you can change the color. And they come with their own marker, which is nicely housed on the back here. So kids will draw on this, and you can either freehand, or it comes with templates like this that they can put on the back and can trace. It does come with little suction cups on the back. So what my son did is, after he drew this dragon, he was so proud of it that he actually suction cupped it to our window in the car. So the cars that passed us would kind of check it out as they were driving by. So he really got a kick out of it. The one thing I say was a little challenging about this is you have to erase it with just a plain paper towel or Kleenex. It helps if you wet it, but it doesn't completely clean it off, as you can see. So that's the one downside about this. But overall, for what the price point is of this, I think it was really great purchase. This is another Target find of mine. It was $1 at the dollar spot. And this is Road Trip Bingo. So this is one of the new additions to the bag. So again, I like to freshen up the bag a little bit for the kids. It's traditional bingo, and it's for road trips. So if you see any of these things along the way, you're supposed to move your bingo flag over to mark that spot off. So it has things like flowers, boy, no parking sign, food, police car. So they just need to check out for these things as we're driving. And whoever makes the bingo first will get another little prize. So we'll see how my 4-year-old and 7-year-old like this. I just have a couple random things in the bottom here. I like to bring a few games. Again, not really for the road trip per se, but really if we're at a hotel or staying at someone's house. So my 7-year-old's really into cornhole. So there's this cute little desktop cornhole game that I decided to pick up for him. So a couple fun little puzzle things that I found for them are these tangle, twist, and fidget puzzles. So again, this is a new find, so it's still wrapped here. So another activity that I'm going to pull out for them sometime along the way. Then I just have a couple of games. So there's a Lorax card game, a regular deck of cards. My 7-year-old is really playing regular card games already, so this will be good for the hotel that we're at. Then I just have some random odds and ends, probably from old trips, so I have no idea what this is, but that's something that was in the bag. So probably an old piece of a toy or a Happy Meal toy, which I'll put aside. I have this little squishy for my 2-year-old to keep him occupied. I have this old silly putty, which I probably will not pull out because I don't want to damage our car when we're driving, but maybe we can use in the hotel. And then this little bouncy ball for my 2-year-old. And then the final thing here is batteries. So really right now I don't have anything that really requires batteries, but inevitably when we're on the road we always go in a gift shop or toy shop and need batteries. So just bring a whole stash of little batteries to use if we need them on the road. That does it for this bag. It's really empty now. I really don't keep anything right now in this pocket. I just have some old kids sunglasses and an old hotel key. So really nothing much, but that's there if I need it. This bag has been great. It's been with us on many vacations so far, and it's held up really, really well. So the main thing is, you can see in all the little toys and treats that I pack, none of them really make noise. So that's another thing I'd suggest, is really trying to pick activities that will keep you sane in the process in the car. But hopefully this video will help you think of some ideas as to what you might want to use on your next road trip with the little ones. If you have any comments about these products, please leave them for me below. And of course, I'm always open to suggestions on what else I can add to this bag. I definitely want to hear about your experiences as well. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Otherwise, I'll plan to see you again in my next video. Bye-bye!